Hello, good evening and welcome. That's a new way to say things tonight, isn't it? So hope you're all well. Our usual stint on a Wednesday night again at 7 p.m. Yeah, you know what it is. It's not Emmerdale, no it isn't. It's me with our live stream presentation. Thanks ever so much for watching. In the meantime, who have we got on? Have we got anybody coming in to say hello? Oh, we got blooming out. We've got a few watching already. That's good to know. Well, don't forget, you can subscribe to me. You can see me on Facebook. Oh, here we go. Craig's on already. Craig's on. Hello, Craig. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. So we're all on. Oh, Billy's on now. They're all coming on board now. You see Billy's on as well. Right, welcome on board, Billy. Hello, how are you tonight? Don't forget, I don't see who's on. I can't see who's watching. I know I've got some viewers. But yeah, just leave a comment on the screen in your comments box, and then I can actually sort of say hello to you as well. Oh, Stuart's on as well. Hello, Stuart. Evening. Oh, that's nice to know. Missed you last week. I was elbow deep in the dashboard. Yep, it's about right. That's how I was actually last week. So that's why I was. That's why I did a pre-record anyway. So tonight, if anyone else wants to leave a comment before we move on, no, that's good because we'll do a review anyway of your comments after the presentation. So this week I managed to catch up with Tim before he went on his jollies. He went off to he's gone off to Jersey, but we managed to do a recording of some tapes, all types of tapes and what tapes are about, what have you. So without further ado, we'll crack on with that presentation, and here we go. Let's see if this works. Shall we try this then? Hello everybody, I'm here with Tim from Mobile Centre. I'll put a little title up for him. There we go, Tim. There's Tim here from Mobile Centre. Tim's come on to explain a little bit more about tapes, to give us a little bit more of a background in tapes. So we'll start our presentation like we do normally do with some questions. So question number one, what is cloth tape used for? And then question number two, what is fleece tape used for? And then we've got another bonus question now, which is question number three. And I think we lead into the presentation then straight after to this. And what would you say is tape used for? So it's an open-ended question. Leave your comments and suggestions now, straight away, while I'm chatting away all about it. Get yourselves typing. What is tape used for in your opinion? And then we'll go straight into it now with Tim. So Tim, our first answer for what is tape used for is bundling. So tell us, what does that mean in terms of bundling, Tim?
We're going to bundle all the wires together, gather them all up, wrap some tape around them, basically to keep them together and secure.
Cool. So bundling or looming, yeah, that's another word for it, I guess. That's it. Second one, insulation. I think that's just a given. I think that we've all used tape, and it's usually insulation tape for the insulation of a solder joint or the insulation of an exposed pin or some exposed cable, maybe for damaged cable. A little bit of insulation tape to cover over that area. So that's a self-explanatory one, I think, Tim. The next one, that's a good one, Tim. Identification is an interesting one because something's popping up on the screen. Ah, right, okay. So yes, I can see now that, because I thought of identification as like a bit of masking tape, but you're saying different colour tapes, and I can see on that one was that an orange cloth tape? So remind me what. I wonder what orange is for. Anyone? Quick comment, quick fire comment now to say what what do you think the orange cloth tape is for is a good one. But yeah, we know what it is. Unless you've never worked on a electric or hybrid vehicle, then orange is normally the identification for high voltage. So that's never thought about it in that sort of way before, Tim. The next one is protection, and I think that's letting the cat out of the bag, isn't it, Tim? So what's the protection side of it for?
It is indeed. We just mentioned cloth tape there with the orange. So cloth tape, you would find that under a bonnet, used for bundling, obviously holding the wires together, but another purpose of it would be protection. Cloth is primarily there to protect against abrasion, so basically rubbing up, against whatever it might be, some metalwork or a body part. That is cloth tape.
Good, excellent. And the final one, which we can see there, is sound dampening. Now, that's the final function of tape. So I think that's another cat out of the bag, isn't it there, Tim?
It is indeed. So that would be fleece tape, again used for bundling, but another purpose of fleece tape would be sound deadening or vibration damping. So that would be under the dash, behind a door panel, something like that, where the loom may want to vibrate, so you don't want any unnecessary noises or squeaks or rattles.
Great. So we now move on to those common types of tape that we use. So we've got PVC, we've got cloth, we've got fleece, we've got silicone tape, we've got heat reflective, and finally we've got self-amalgamating. Now, I haven't got the heat reflective or self-amalgamating tape with me at the moment, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the camera, and we're going to discuss all these different tapes that I've got in front of me that Tim from Mobile Centre has kindly donated to show us. So I'm looking at my down cam. So I've got the first two first of all, which is this PVC tape, and as you said to me, you said, look at these two tapes, see if you can see what the difference is, see if you can make out what the function is of both of them. And to be honest with you, the only thing I noticed is that this one labelled 53988. By the way, they're both made by Tessa, and I think you're going to correct me on that, Tim. It's not Tessa, is it? Is it Tessa or Taser? Is it Tessa?
It is spelt T-E-S-A, but it is pronounced Taser.
Taser, okay. So there we go. It's Taser tape, not Tessa tape. So looking at these two rolls of Taser tape, we can see that one is this, and it's quite thin. That one's quite a thin sort of level of tape. It's quite sticky. And then we're looking at one that's got a label of B on it, Tim, and again very sort of sticky. Maybe the other ones, maybe this one is slightly thicker in its composition. But what's the difference between the two of these, Tim?
So the 53988 is sort of pretty much your run-of-your-mill entry-level PVC tape that you'd find, in a DIY store. It's probably most people actually have that tape, and that is, it has a rubber-based adhesive on that tape, which makes it a cheaper tape. So if you've ever had a piece of tape where it's got wet and you pulled it off and it's left all the sticky residue on the cables, that would be a rubber-based tape. So the other one is an acrylic-based adhesive, so that doesn't suffer so much with moisture and heat. It's a lot more resistant to chemicals, so it's basically a better quality PVC tape. And the acrylic-based one is the majority of OEMs, so the original vehicle manufacturers, will use that on their looms.
So they'll use acrylic rather than rubber?
Correct.
Right, cool. We then move on to what we mentioned before, cloth tape. Looking at it, it looks like more like a cotton shirt rather than what I would expect it to see in terms of cloth tape. Because I always used to think cloth tape is what I'm looking at here as well, which is fleece tape. Okay, so I'll put the fleece tape down and we'll look at this cloth tape. So primarily, what's this used for? As we said bit of bundling, and then what was the other thing, Tim?
So abrasion resistance.
Yeah. So that's abrasion and resistance, and also just for bundling up of the loom and stuff. And you're likely to see this internal and external as well, Tim? Or have you gone?
Under bonnet mainly. A lot of time you'll see like a split conduit has had cloth tape wrapped around it to keep conduit together. When the wires are inside is another place where you'll see cloth tape.
Okay, excellent. Sorry, I thought I'd lost you then. I thought we'd lost our connection on the interview. Not to worry. And then we're looking now at fleece tape, because this is normally what people seem to think as cloth tape, but it isn't. It's fleece tape. What's fleece tape used for then?
So again, it's bundling, but its main purpose is to keep noise down in the vehicle, so don't have any unnecessary sort of squeaks and rattles. So mainly behind the dash, behind sort of body panels, that sort of type thing. Yeah,
cool. And it does have like a furry texture to it, which I now get it would be used for sound deadening. And then we move on to this this really strange silicone tape which you've given to us, and this says, you know, as you said, this could be used as amalgamating tape. About the strange thing I've noticed about it, Tim, is it doesn't stick to anything per se. But what I did notice is that it actually does stick to itself. So I'm just so that you know, because Tim can't see what I'm doing here, is I'm just ripping it between each other, and I'm just going to stick it together. And you can see quite clearly there that once it's stuck to itself, it's not coming away from each other. So if you use it, you can actually use it as amalgamating tape, because it will stick to each other. Once it's wrapped around itself, it will stick, and it does not come away from each other. You can see there. So that's your silicone tape. I'm just going to go to the next couple of slides, Tim, because we did mention there was other tapes as well, and that was your we're just looking at the difference between fleece and cloth. You supplied us with a lovely photograph, Tim, of the difference between fleece and cloth tape. There you can see it up close and personal on a vehicle loom. But we'll look at the silicone tape. Yes, we've already had a look at the silicone tape. But then we've got this heat reflective and self-amalgamating tape. So tell me about the heat reflective tape. I don't think I've actually seen that on any vehicle as such. Can you explain to me where that's used then?
It would be used in areas of high temperature to protect the cable, and it's also to keep the cable temperature down. There's all sorts of factors at play. The hotter the cable, you know, technically you need to then derate it, have less current through it. So if it's running near an exhaust pipe or something like that, you'd have like it's an aluminium, almost glass foil backed tape used to reflect heat. Great.
And then obviously we've got self-amalgamating tape there. Well, that's used as primarily to insulate a solder joint. We would use it for. You know, you can use that silicone tape as well. Anything special about self-amalgamating tape?
No, I mean, it's harder to get off once you've used it. You're pretty much going to end up sort of cutting out the piece of the loom versus the silicone tape. Silicone tape will come off, self-amalgamating won't. Silicone basically works straight away. Self-amalgamating almost has to cure before it's fully effective. That's
right.
That's about the differences.
Cool. And that's it. So some other notes that Tim's actually put on, and I think what we'll do is we'll lose each other at that point, because the slide actually goes over. Rubber base tends to actually be stickier, but it's affected more by moisture, temperature extremes and chemicals. Acrylic works at greater temperatures, extremes minus 25 degrees Celsius through to 105 degrees Celsius, and it resists moisture, oils and chemicals. So I think this was leading on from the conversation we had earlier about the difference of the two PVC tapes that we had. And that's it, Tim. Thanks very much. Tim's going to go off the line now, so we'll say goodbye to Tim, and then we'll go on to our normal question and answer sessions. Thanks very much for Tim. Enjoy your holiday, and hopefully you're sunning yourself in sunny yourself in sunny Jersey. And sorry about the phone ringing. I'll cut it out. So hopefully, Tim, you'll be. So we're back in the room. I'm back in. Where's my? Where am I? I've disappeared off the question thing. Oh no, I'm in the background. I'm back anyway, folks. So have you got any questions? I'm going to open up the other screen in a minute once I've figured out how to press this button here. You know what it's like on live stream. It's always good fun. There we go. I'm in the corner now. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. No matter how much you plan this, always something goes wrong. So, as usual, we'll open up the old comment screen now that I've worked out how to use this. Here we go, and then we can see all the comments. So please remember not to put any profanities on your comments because they're going to come straight up on the screen. So here they are. Right, let's just have a look at some of the comments that we've had already. So, well, Craig and Billy, hello to you. Hi, Stuart. Yes, elbow deep in the dashboard. Hello, Paul. How are you? How Graham? James, that's the first time we see you on. Thanks for watching. Hi, Jay. Yeah, you can't watch tonight. Don't worry, you can watch it again because you can watch it on a re-record. Because it's actually stored on YouTube and it's on Facebook and it's on LinkedIn. Just look on my post and you'll see them. Sing, how are you? Okay, hope you're well. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sean. Hello, Billy again. Oh, Billy's put an answer in. You got it right. Insulation and looming, or as Tim said, bundling. That's what they apparently that's what the technical term is for looming tape. It's bundling. EVs, yes, I know that. I would take it. That was the orange question. Craig, wait until you find out how Nipex is pronounced correctly. I'd love to find out. If you'd like to let me know. That would be great. You can send me a voice message if you like. And Frank says, love using Teza or Taser cloth tape, but trying to remove it is a pain. Absolutely right. Couldn't agree more with you. It is a pain. Any more comments tonight? Would be nice to have some more comments if you're all still there. I don't know whether you're all still there now. No? Well, that's it for tonight, folks. It's now time for tea. Not had my dinner again. Next week, we are going to talk about, let's just have a quick look. Specialist wire connectors. Oh, we've seen. Oh, Craig's put another comment. Here we go. So it's Kneepex, apparently. Yeah, okay. Is it Kneepex? So is that what we say? Is it Kneepex? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's great to see you on board, and thank you ever so much for supporting me. Don't forget, you can keep watching as well. It's great to have you on board. And all I can say is thanks ever so much for watching, as usual. And I'll see you all next week. As I say, oh, it is with the K. There we go. It is with the K. Kneepex. Kneepex. So K. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, as I say, next week we've got specialist wire connectors. That's our presentation for next week. As I say, keep watching us. Share this live stream with all your installer mates. Let's see if we can get more viewers. The more viewers, the greater it is, and we can have more fun. All right. See you later next week. Sorry. See you all next week. Specialist wire connectors next week. Good night.